Graduate, you gotta go to college. You gotta graduate, you gotta do this. And certain people don't do that and they think they behind, that they don't even have no growth. Some people do that, think they have growth, but in reality, all they did was just 4 years of college. So it just looked like it was growth.
I just gotta get it, I just gotta get it, I just gotta go. I just gotta flip it, I just gotta flip it, watch the money grow. So a little mama, drop it down to the floor. After one night, she gon' be begging for more.
What's going on, everybody? It's another episode of Dear Radio. It's your boy, Dear Michael, hosted here with my boy, Dear TK2, and Dear C's and Dear TK. Well, let's redo that. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Dear Michael, another episode of Dear Radio. I'm here with Dear TK2, Dear C's, and Dear LeBranson couldn't make it tonight. They had some other obligations, so we'll hold it down for them until they come back. So it's going to be a good episode. And but I want to first start off by saying, TK, how you feeling, brother?
And good. Hey, mind y'all, we had to retake that a couple times. So you did good on that last one. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, bro. Unfortunately, the other two couldn't be here.
Yeah.
My boy, Dear C's, we in Dear Link. We gonna have this thing popping up for y'all, man.
Not for
We-
sure.
We got a decent topic. Feel like it's going teeter a little different audience. What my story is. What my story is. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. It's good always talking to the audience, man.
That's good.
Bless y'all, man.
They locked in with us right now. When we first started the show, we always try to figure out what's the best thing for us. We always wanted to figure out, how we're going to move the needle with all four of us, how we're going to make sure that, we stay cohesive, we stay authentic, we stay relevant on what we want to do and stay good. But we understood that doing something new was very uncomfortable. We knew it was very different. We knew it was very challenging. We knew to get to the levels that we want to get to, we had to go through some growth. And we had to keep each other accountable while we're doing that. We're a year and a half in, and we're getting closer to that 2-year mark. So, we wanted to make sure that as we continue hitting the ball, we're getting to where we want to go. And, with that being said, we got some things that we want to talk about today about, comfort and growth. I think these are the two topics that we always had to hit on when we first started. And we want to bring that to not only, our attention, but to the attention of the audience to let you know, are we addicted to staying the same, right? Like, think about that little line, that sentence I just said. Are we addicted to staying the same? A lot of people say they want to grow. A lot of people say they want this, they want that, they want that, they want that. But are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to give up things? Are you willing to look at the opportunity cost on what makes the sense for those things that you want? The saying is you can have it all, just not at the same time.
That's true.
And it's like, what are you willing to do? And if you want to get to the next level, are you willing to do that? Because if not, you're lying to yourself.
Yeah.
And
Every day.
And that's the question I want to present to my boy TK first. It's like, do you think, as you're talking to us, as you're talking to yourself, as you're talking to maybe people at work, and you start to see different habits from people that say things that they want, and then 3 years later go by, they're still in the same place. If we can go date back to high school when people want to do X, Y, and Z, and then after they graduate, they're somewhere totally different. Like, we understand life is life, but what do you think? You think that we are at a point that people are really addicted to comfort? Are they addicted to not wanting to grow? Are they addicted to staying the same? What's your thoughts on that?
I feel like it all comes in one word for me: comfortable.
Okay.
I feel like all of it's like the addicted, the growth, where you trying to be at. It's either you want to be comfortable or uncomfortable. That's why I feel like, I'm pretty sure back in the day, if y'all go to the archives, man, I'm pretty sure comfortable was a
Comfort,
word of the
like
week.
Yeah.
So yeah, so y'all, if y'all really tuned in with us, man, y'all put in the comments what that episode was. But anyway, back to what your questions is saying, like the addicted and habits and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like you can't. I'm not going to necessarily go on tangent, but I'm gonna kind of explain what I mean. When everybody says graduate, you got to be somebody. Graduate, you got to go to college. You got to graduate, you got to do this. And certain people don't do that, and they think they behind, that they don't even have no growth. Some people do that, think they have growth, but in reality, all they did was just 4 years of college. So it just looked like it was growth. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, stay with me. Stay with me in this. But I'm just like what I was explaining, when really think that you're growing, but you're really not because you're still in that comfortable habit. When people that go to school, they just in college, they doing through the motions, they passing stuff, and they get a diploma. So it's like, okay, I feel like I've grown in that aspect. But in reality, you're not really doing anything because you're not really. I'm trying to think of the way I am
Man, get to the
explain it.
point, man. Get to it, man. I know it's
I'm
right there on the
trying,
tip of your brain, man. Go
I'm
ahead.
trying to think. I'm trying to think what I'm trying to say though. Like trying to think what I'm trying to say. Anyway, when you're explaining, like I said, growth, certain people grow in different ways. That's what I'm trying to swing back to. Because some person might think they're really doing something, but they're really not. Because they're not really getting into that mode.
Yeah. Talk
You see what I'm
talk
saying?
about what that mode look like though. You know, you had to go back and forth between that stuff. So what that
Yeah.
mode for you, what that switch look like when you really locked in and you doing what you want to do and everything's like in a whole momentum swing compared to when you just off balance, which is life, and then you're not really on that swing. You take so many weeks, so many months, so many years off, and you're trying to play jump rope. You jump in, jump out, jump in, jump out. So with the lie of like one day, a tricky thing for people when they're like, well, I got off the wagon, but one day I get back to it. Or
You see,
"Well,
that's what I'm saying.
okay,
Everybody,
okay.
everybody's different in that tone. So you can't really say that you're grown in a sense better than the next person because they can be growing in their own way.
Well, I don't think we're comparing apples to oranges right now. I think we're just saying in general, or from what we've experienced, if we wanted to talk about us personally, or what you're seeing in your life, people gonna grow regardless in their own way. Like you're right, but the general population of what you're doing or what you're speaking of, who you're around, uh, do you see that being something within your life? When it's like, or let's just talk about you. When you say one day, like what does that look like for you compared to when you locked in and you say no, it's today instead of one day.
Yeah, but like I was saying though,
Okay.
when you bringing all that in, because it you saying in the apples and oranges, but it kind of is because you're doing a versus with comfort and growth, and they kind of can go hand in hand because you can be comfortable and feel like you're growing. You remember how you were saying like when you really locked in and getting stuff done, some people might think they getting stuff done, but they really like, I know I keep saying it, but they really like not getting it done. Like they're kind of telling a lie to themselves. You see what I'm saying?
Going back to what we were saying, the one day lot.
Yeah. You basically yeah, I did good today. Or for example, I didn't mess up 5 times in a row, but I messed up this one time that was really bad. Just because you had a good time, the 5 ton doesn't mean you didn't mess up that one time. That really sincerely messed everything up. You got to always be consistent in that aspect. I feel like that's what really are in the growth part, and that's I would say better than being comfort. If you're saying comfort versus growth, you really have to be, like you said, in that mode. Like can't really be comfortable when you grow. That's what I'm kind of saying. You can't. I feel like if you're comfortable and growing, it can't go hand in hand. That's what is that
No,
the same for you?
I went a whole different field. If we're going off of comfort and growth, like the first question,
Yeah.
I had moved into a different question. If we're going to comfort and growth, you're right, right. At the end of the day, there's no way you're growing and you're comfortable at the same time. It's just not.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
It
Like I
it
feel
won't
like
ever work.
people should know that.
Yeah, it won't ever work. If you
Exactly.
want to get to anywhere, if you want a new job, if you want a new job, yeah, I already said that. You want a new job,
Yeah.
even if you want, nah, that's
Just
necessary.
in
In general,
anything, you
yeah,
gotta be outside the
yeah, it
box
gotta
with
be.
that stuff.
There's no way. You know what I will say though? I think is
Talk to me. Talk to
I
me.
think I do believe it's in our time right now, it's the best opportunity for anybody to be successful than any other time. I also believe at the same time, it's never been easier to be
A lot of
distracted.
avenues.
It's never been easier
There
to be
you go.
distracted and to be comfortable than ever before either. When people got 10, 11 subscriptions to all streaming platforms, when you got all the social medias on your phone, you checking them throughout the day, you own all times, you trying to figure out what's going on with the world. You're trying to figure out what's going on with the new TV joint, the new athlete, the new sports. You digesting and consuming so much behavior that you don't even know what's the right behavior for yourself at times. So there's no way. I don't say no way, but if you don't learn what you really want, you're gonna stay in that paradigm, that system, and that comfort bubble, which is honestly not even comfort for real. It's just
And so
you
that's what I'm saying. You're masking it.
masking it.
I'm just I'm
Yeah.
challenging you 'cause I feel like the audience needs to see different perspectives of not just us agreeing. Like, I want y'all to understand, like, I personally think that you cannot. Well, I think dear Michael on the same page. You cannot truly, if you're saying this versus through comfort, that's what the topic of this podcast is today for your audience. You cannot grow and be comfortable at the same time. Like you were saying, all those social medias and whatnot. I feel like you have to get really disconnected to get to where you want to be at. Like you said, the one tail lies. I feel like that holds value. People got to really look into that because a lot of people do that. For example, January 1st. What did everybody do on January 1st?
New Year's resolution.
What did they mainly do?
They make a list of things that one day happens, hopefully by some day that they check off in their calendar if they write it down.
What is normally the number one thing people do?
I'm talking about, you talking about the activity,
Yes,
like a gym, weight loss. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. And what do normal people do? Well, I did good for 4 days.
yeah.
Let me go get Taco Bell.
Come on, man.
I do it sometimes. That's not growing though. You see what I'm saying?
For sure. It's comfort.
That's comfort. So
Yeah.
that's the verses. You know, come on,
You said
let's talk about it.
it's,
Come on,
it's,
that's what I'm
it's
saying.
at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you're gonna do what you want to do. And I'm not finna sit here and be like, yo, do X, Y, and Z. Because if you just not want to, if you don't want to win, you don't want to win. Like, I'm not finna sit here and say, yo, go win. If I know you personally, or you reach out to, the Dear Radio team, and you want to connect with us and have a conversation about it, we can now set up a plan and talk to you and walk you through the habits that you're doing to try to make sure that you're on board with things. But as we sit here and talk on the show, like, if you don't want to win, you don't win. It shouldn't take another man to tell you, if you're a man, to go in. Like, this is your dream, this is your life, this is what you want. You gotta understand what it takes to get there and what you're willing to give up to get there. If you're not, then, like, that's fine. And let me say this, that's okay. If you want to be comfortable and you want to sit there, you want to, go to work, you want to go home, decompress, be on Netflix, be on the socials, and start over again tomorrow and do the same thing, by all means, do your thing. If you say that you want to be great at something and you're still doing that, by all means, you will never get there. So I
Exactly.
just want to put that out there and let everybody know, like, what you really desire is the human evolution of what we are. We're creators. When you digest in so much consumption of the world at one time, all the time, you feel overwhelmed because you're not actually getting to where you want to be, and you have to make the conscious decision on what it is that's important to you and make it matter. I think at the end of the day, I think people hold themselves back by saying, one day, like we just said, maybe I'm not right now at the right time, X, Y, and Z. So, there's no perfect time for nothing. Tomorrow we could be gone. Like,
Exactly.
there's
I
no
mean,
you gotta sit there and write the plan out and be like, yo, I gotta execute X, Y, and Z, and you gotta plan for the future and work every day in the present, and be joyful on your grind. Now let's walk this back. So since we talking about it,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, let's just drive down the
let's
road a
let's
little bit,
let's
turn right.
let's cruise down. You know what I'm saying? Let's cruise down the highway real quick with this one.
Hmm.
So when I say you got to plan for the future and take a day at a time, that's being literal in the sense of, you make sure that you're conscious about where you want to go, have a direction, have a focus, have a purpose. Once you figure out that, that's number one. Number two is figuring out, who do I want to become in that process, right? You have to understand, who are you wanting to become to actually even be present day to day. Because if not, you're gonna get rocked out your boots and rocked out your position. So you don't want that as well. Um, and then just moving forward with the willpower. Sometimes you got to will yourself to the next level.
You gotta want to do it. It's certain simple. You gotta want to do it.
You gotta want to do it. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta want to do it. There gonna be many nights you're gonna be up all night. You might have less sleep. You might have people that want to hang out with you. You gotta say no for the weekend. You gotta maybe call your mom a little less. You gotta call your girl a little less, unless she living with you and she wanna grow with you. Then y'all lock in doing that. But if not, you gotta cut off the distractions. And the stress is coming from your head, your mind, all the things that you are anxious about. Your bills, your and listen,
I
going
got
back to
something
that.
for you
And
too.
going back to that, if you're in a struggle environment, meaning um you're acting out of desperation, it's gonna be very challenging for you to get the next level. So what you first need to do is figure out how to increase your active income. Learn a skill that can pay you more, right? That can now put money into your dream and your goals. If you're just in hustle, 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 and you don't really have time to think, it's gonna be very challenging for you to do anything granular. So first figure out how to increase your income. If you at minimum wage, get to $15. Get to $20, get to 25, get a job that hopefully gets you at 35 plus, 50 if you can. You're right. And then you fund your dream through that way. Unless you know how to work social media and marketing and you just want good skits, it's going to be very hard to stay consistent in that lane without active income, paying your rent. And also, when you get money, man, don't live above your means. We in 2025. Just because you're getting a little bit of change, you don't need to get a 3-bedroom joint, 1 or 2 cars.
So true.
You don't need to get like make sure you putting money into your dream,
Let me
reinvest it.
challenge you really quick.
Go ahead, talk to me.
Let me challenge, not necessarily challenge, but
Talk to
like
me.
what were you saying, like kind of like when we were looking at this topic, we have a couple like, bullet points and stuff like that. Would you say that is in the verge of the I'm fine thing? Like you saying, like call your people's less, do what you gotta do. And when they call you, you say, I'm fine, or you say, hey man, I'm trying to get somewhere. So you might not hear from me from a little bit. You see what I'm saying? So let's elaborate and kind of in that right now of like when you're really on the go and you're not calling nobody and they finally get a hold of you, they say, "What's wrong with you?" Do you say, I'm okay, I'm fine," or we going from like, "Nah, I'm fine, but I'm also this because I've been doing this." What do you say about that?
The I'm fine theory just comes from what you choosing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're trying to become an entrepreneur and a business owner, like you have to understand that the journey of it allows you to become a better person because you got to go through something that you've never done in your 12 years of school. Learn real life. So like your support system is going to look at you like a deer in the headlights because they've never seen if you don't come from entrepreneurial background, they've never seen somebody actually be successful within their bubble of people at a high rate. So when you say I'm fine, you can tell them, listen, I'm going through something right now and I'm figuring it out because I want to exceed my own parameters of what my life is meant to be. I'm managing my expectation of where I want to go and I'm doing this, but I am fine because I'm still breathing, I'm living, I'm doing what I want to do. I don't want y'all to think that I'm just calling you off because I don't care about you or anything like that. But I'm in a mode to where our visions don't align right now.
I'm like
I'm
this.
so locked in
Yeah,
that
that's yeah.
that me talking to my mom or talking to my pops or talking to your friend groups that's not doing what you're doing is irrelevant for the moment that you need to lock in. Now, with that being said, if you have business partners or friends that's doing the same things you're doing and you're telling them you're fine, you're wrong. You're
Yes.
at
Yes.
that point, you are not trying to grow. You're not trying to win. Because if they're doing something that you want to do and they're doing it at a better rate than you need to be learning. You need to say, yo, I don't know what's going on. Can you help me? Can I learn from you? Can I work for you? Can we collaborate? Because you need to understand the paradigms of where you're operating in. If people aren't doing what you're doing, bygones be bygones. Holler at them a little less, but still take in contact because obviously that's your friend group.
See, but like I'm saying, we're going like, but I'm still stay on this because I want the audience to realize we're still talking about comfortability and growth. So do you
But I'm
think?
saying like going back to you don't learn that until you don't learn this until you on that cliff edge and there's an invisible wall, right? That you just gotta fall off.
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta fall off.
What I was trying to tell you is, but what if you just want to sit down and dangle your feet, and that's comfort to you? Like I still get the adrenaline. Oh, I'm about to fall off, but I'm really not. But at least my feet are a little bit off, and I'm comfortable now with that. That's what I'm like. Let me know. Let me like.
What you saying? If they sitting down and they're comfortable right there, then that's what they desire. That's what they want.
But they're closer to from what you said of. falling off and being, you know,
because
compared to somebody that's, you know,
and
on the verge, like not sitting down. You see what I'm saying? Like it that's the wave of the comfortability, and that's why it touches a little bit too. You see what I'm saying? Like,
it's an illusion of a fear tactic.
yeah,
Like
okay, I got
at
you.
the end of the day, like if
Fully let go.
fully let go, because at the end of what's gonna happen is you're gonna fall, you're gonna land on your stomach, and you're gonna realize I'm still alive, and you get back up. But the truth of it is, you don't never know that you can get back up unless you fall. And I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink it, brother.
Exactly.
And it's like I'm gonna go fall, and you're gonna realize, oh, I did it. But in your eyes, you think I'm Superman, but not realizing that you are also Superman. So it's
And
like,
that comes with you truly growing. I feel like that's the difference of them. That's the difference
but
of them.
that's what I'm saying. But you will never grow unless you just try. There's no ambition of, oh, I'm about to try, and I'm just gonna sit down and hope that it happens. Like there's no there you
But
don't
people believe that because they're comfortable.
right. And we're not arguing against somebody that want to be comfortable. We're saying what
Mhm.
you have to do to grow. If you
What's
want
the
to,
difference? What's the difference? Yeah, I got you.
yeah, if you want to be comfortable, hey, listen, we go be comfortable. We're not saying don't be comfortable. We're saying if you want to grow and you want to win, like you telling yourself, it's gonna take
You
you
can't do
being
those other things.
comfortable, being uncomfortable for a period of time until that's your new norm. And that's it. And what makes it easier is you letting go and finding people that's also comfortable being uncomfortable winning at high levels, that wants to do exactly what you're doing. And you have another social network of individuals that think in the way you think. That makes it easier for you. But if you don't want to do these things, I'm not here to say go, go do this, go fly.
Mhm.
It's not for me to say. What I'm saying is, if you want to get to where you want to go, and you telling me, hey, Mike, man, I want to do X, Y, and Z. Well, shoot, let's do X, Y, and Z. But you stuck on X, and I'm already on Y and Z. I'm gonna look at you like, hold on, what are we doing? And this is the thing. It don't matter if it takes 1 year or 10 years. It's still about you doing things daily, weekly, monthly, yearly to get to where you want to go. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to be overnight all the time. Unless you have somebody that already there that can lift you up and be a mentor to guideline you through. And that's rare unless you have a good gift of gab that can get you through them doors quicker. And some people do. But at the end of the day, yeah, if you ain't trying to run with it, you ain't trying to run with it.
That's it.
That's fine. But don't be mad at the people that's running with it.
Yeah, I mean that's that, and then I think though, when you're comfortable, I feel like that brings it out of you more. You're like, man, I should be doing that. But when if you're truly growing, I feel like you don't you that's a little bit more blocked out. You see what I'm saying?
Well, because success brings envy out of people that know you because they realize that you came from the same places that they came from and they didn't make it.
Oh man, wait, say that again for the audience, man. Say that again for the
It's
audience,
a
man.
fact. Success brings envy to people that see success in people that they know that's came from where they came from, that made it further than them because they realized that they didn't do anything with their life.
Okay,
And that's facts.
okay.
I'm envious because I sat down on a cliff instead of jumping off. But I know that person that flew because he was in the same high school as me. He went to the same classes as me. He was hung around the same socials as me, same social groups. We had the same lunch tables. But for some reason, he's farther ahead than I am. Now I'm envy. I'm jealous. I don't like to do it. I ain't talked to do
I
it
can
5
see him
years.
down there. Nothing looks different.
Nothing looks
But
different.
I didn't jump though.
I ain't jump. And now I'm feeling type of way. And that's something you gotta live with, brother, not me. And that's where it gets real interesting for a lot of people because
It gets tricky.
it gets real
Yeah,
tricky.
people listen to this. I mean, if y'all can't kind of think and just sit, because I'm gonna get dear Mike Hill here in a minute to give a story, a similar story that he can kind of relate to what we're saying. But if y'all not really seeing what we're kind of going with the verses and stuff like that, then you might really be comfortable, and that's okay. We're trying to get to the other threshold of the people in the back. They say of hey, keep going, grow. I mean, everybody trying to do it every day. So
Man, you gotta make
let's go.
if you do want to grow, and I hope people, if you working out, listen to us. If you driving home, listen to us.
Mhm.
If you just got off work and you kind of frustrated because you know you need to get out of there, but you ain't just made the jump yet, and you listen to us, listen to this. Whatever you want in your life is attainable. especially in 2025. And I'm not here to sugarcoat that, but you and only you have to make it matter. Humans are selfish naturally, and humans are going to put themselves as the main character in their story because of their life. And if you want to leave that job and you want to start something new, if you want to get a new partner and because you've been single for a while and you just haven't took the jump, if you want to garner attention on social media and build a brand that's meaningful, you and only you can make it matter. Nobody else can do it for you. I can't wave a magic wand and say, woof, voila, you're successful. You got to be undeniable at your approach. You got to be meticulous at the things that you want, and you have to be willing to go through that jungle to do the things that's necessary until you have the leverage to now pick and choose where you want to be, where you want to go, and who you want to be with on that journey. Because only then will now people want to rise to your level to now help you because you made it matter enough in your life to do something that's very impactful. You made it matter. You've been through the trenches and you understood what it's like to be a business person, to not even a business person, to be
I'm
somebody.
saying it can
Yeah,
have to just be that.
yeah,
It don't have to be
to
that.
be somebody that just went through an evolution phase. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? Like that's what's most important. You want to learn life about yourself. You don't have to be a business person, but you got to be wanting to grow at the end of the day. You got to be wanting to find things that make you you. And if you're stuck in a paradigm system, you're not going to be feeling or understanding what your full potential is. And if you can get to your full potential, you'll see life differently, you'll feel life differently, and you'll believe life differently. So make that matter, do what you need to do, and be undeniable. Because that's the only way you're gonna cut through nowadays, but it's very attainable. And that's just what I want to say on that. But
But before I want to get a story out of you.
yeah,
I
talk to
feel
me.
like we need to hear a story out of you. But so is the old line be who you supposed to be
Sweating?
more cliche, or is it more factual now with the way you're explaining everything?
Hold on,
You're
say that again.
saying is the old saying the old line they used to say back in the day. I think wrong. They say it now. So like, be who you are supposed to be. Is that all in that too? You said when you're saying talking to the person that's driving in the car right now, trying to get the next job, person that at working out right now, listen to this, trying to lose the weight. Is that their growth,
See,
their story, be who they
that's a tricky question because be who you're supposed to be doesn't happen unless you're just doing things sporadically or intentionally.
okay.
Like for you to sit here and think like, who am I supposed to be? It's not gonna come out the sky. Like
Yeah.
it's just not. You can think about it for a year and still not find the answer because you haven't did any action.
Yeah.
Like
Just saying
action brings
comfort.
comfort. Action brings the resources, the knowledge, the information, and the know-how to figure out where do you want to be. You might do something one year and realize, I want to do a U-turn. I don't really like this one no more. Cool. Now you got another year to do
But
something
you
else,
gotta but you
but you
gotta fully make that turn
but you
though.
got to do it
You gotta make that
and
you,
and be willing to say, I'm glad I did this, and I'm glad I realized I don't want to do
I
this no more.
and I was not good at
And
that.
I was not good at that.
That being true with yourself. But I don't want to get too much on the tangent because I want to get to you. 'Cause I don't know how long your story gonna be. But you got any stories for us that you did that you obtained something or you feel you've been growing? 'Cause now I don't know if y'all know Mike did do that 75 hard, and I still envy for you for that, man.
I
That
felt
had
it,
to be
bro. I
tough.
felt the
Oh
last 2 weeks,
that-
bro.
man, the fact that you went halfway, man.
I felt blessed.
That I couldn't, man. I'm already knowing that's tough. But you got anything else that
I'm gonna
you
redo it.
had?
More stories about like just in general, or like
Just a quick one for the audience that they might be like, well, man, I didn't know you did that. And I can do that now.
same for hard is interesting. I mean, I'm running. I'm training for a marathon right now, and
Okay.
I've never ran past 2 miles in my life.
Jesus, I didn't know that.
Until I started the marathon. I just went today. I just went today around 12 noon to go run 6 miles today, and
Oh my
and
God.
it hurts every fiber in my body.
You are
I ran it.
literally dead.
I ran at like a 9:20 pace, so 9:20 pace per mile, which is a good pace, especially when training and stuff like that. Because usually you
Yeah.
start at 12, 13 miles,
Jesus.
but at a 9 pace, 9 point, 5. ish mile, 920. Um, it's very interesting because I always had on my bucket list to actually do a marathon, and then I was in Gym Blue at one day, and then when I spoke it again, miraculously, all the members of Gym Blue was like, "Oh, we got a we got a marathon coming up in October. We might as well just join the team." I'm like, "Dang, do I really want to right now though?" I was like, "Well, if there ain't no right time, so if I'm gonna do it, I might as well lock in with them." So the first time we did it was like a couple months ago. As soon as I signed up, that Saturday, they's like, "Yo, group run. We're finna hit a 4 mile joint."
Oh, you in a run club?
Yeah, Gym Blue. We got so it's 12 of us.
Oh, he's okay. Okay, you said Jim. You said
It's 12 of us. So uh, the first time I ran was 4 miles, and by that time I've never done past 2 miles. So that hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I had the wrong shoes on. I'm running a hoodie and a backpack. They're looking at me like, "What are you doing?" I've never been a marathon runner before. But I'm like, we'll do it. We'll figure it out. And bro, like
nah.
2 miles
You
in,
need
bro.
shoes for that.
2 miles in, I was out. I said, yeah, I gotta walk, bro. I figured it out. And I, kept my pace, did my thing.
I'm already
You
doing
know
it.
what I'm saying? Now I can run it a little bit better. But
Yes,
it
it
takes
takes
time. You gotta
time.
keep doing it.
Yeah.
Caveat though, I'm gonna lose some muscle mass. Now you looking at me like, "Oh, Mike, you done got a little slim." I said, "Yeah, bro, I've been freaking running and I ain't know
Yeah.
how to work." It's like, "Nah, you still gotta be in the gym 5 times
Yeah.
out the week. Still run 2 days, 3 days out the week." And I'm
Yeah,
like,
so
"What?
rest,
You
man.
still gotta eat more." I'm like, "All right." So now I'm learning as I'm going. And mind you, this is just like a health thing. This is not
Yeah.
something like it's a milestone. It's a good accomplishment because I gotta run each
That's
person
really
on the team.
dope though, because I've been trying to run too.
Each
That's dope.
each person on the team got to run 12 miles. So we all got 12-mile leg. So that's the race. So it's over 200 miles in total, but each it's 12 members, so each member got to run 12 miles on a whole day on. So I'm training to that point, and I'm just glad I'm doing it. But in the day, it's like I've learned a lot of things. I came back from that mile, and I said, "Yeah, one thing, I'm never running the sun until race day again. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
That's just it's terrible." Two, I felt like at that moment I realized whenever I decide to not kid, whenever I decide to commit to something, I feel like I'm the greatest.
I mean, you're a biggest advocate, man.
But again, I would never had that epiphany if I didn't say, "Let's go run at 12. Let's go do this," and not contemplate the idea of let's run 6 miles today. Like I could have been like, 6 miles, I'll do it later. But I was like, nah, I'm
I mean, I mean,
it's
that's crazy.
bro,
Only people know that. I'm glad that you're
it's
my cousin runner, everybody.
nah, bro. After this marathon, I'm gonna stick to my 1 or 2 time a week, bulk back up, and
But
work on the bit.
still though, you'll have that under your belt though. It's pretty dope.
I think that's my story. I think this might be some marathon runners or some track people or some people that never ran before and they want to get off. You know what I'm saying? They want to just, hey man, start off with a mile, man. It ain't too long. You know what I'm saying? Just start with a little mile. If you gotta do a little jog, 12-mile pace, it's cool. Get you a little the Nike Run app on the phone, run with it. It tracks everything. And then when you start becoming a runner, you can get a little watch that track everything. But
Yeah.
start small and get to where you want to go. You're not gonna be like, oh, I've never ran in my life, and you're trying to do 5 miles day one.
Like
Like,
it's not gonna work.
come on, man,
Nah, it's not gonna work.
come on, man. So that's my story. We can go different routes, but I'm gonna keep it there for right now.
Yeah, I feel that,
You
man.
got something that you let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about this. You've been wanting to do streaming for a while.
That was my
I
story.
already know, right?
Yeah,
So
you already know.
you've been wanting to do streaming for a while, and I got some more stories too. But like, you want to do streaming for a while, and you have been consistent at times, inconsistent at times. Life is life.
Very inconsistent.
Life is life. So it throws you for a little wrench at
Mhm.
points. When Dear Radio started, you started to progress a little bit more. What has these differences at different points of your life been like? What is the hump, and what have you learned opposed to 2 years ago when you was on and off to what you're doing now? Even if you are on and off now, but like you're more locked in on what needs to be done and how you're getting things done, and then the intentionality of it. What have you seen from just doing more opposed to I get around to it?
Honestly, because I don't want to go too much yapping, but I might yap a little bit. Accountability.
Okay.
The fact that, and y'all see, I mean, my homeboy's not here right now, dear LeBranc and dear C's, but we're still getting after it. And that holds value. We didn't have to come up here and talk and let you guys know and give you guys some inspiring words, but that doesn't, I don't have to go all, I don't have to go in tangent with that. It's the accountability. When Dear Mike Hill presented this to me, I'm like, man, I've been trying to be in that life for what, 2018, 2019?
Mm-hmm.
You know, stuff happens, kids, graduate, house, girl, all that stuff.
Congratulations, by the way, brother. I don't think people tell you that. You know what I'm saying? I think
I appreciate y'all, bro.
congratulations on that. That's a
Appreciate y'all,
beautiful
appreciate
thing.
it.
Cause that's a whole
Appreciate
nother
y'all.
part of life that people don't get to. So
Yes, people don't understand that.
it's a fact.
Like I was saying, like accountability, bro. I feel like that has been my growth because I'm not comfortable no more. I'm more uncomfortable of like, man, you ain't post a video in a week, bro. You gotta put something out there. You gotta do that. I mean, I got the green screens, the stuff every day, researching, doing stuff. The talking to y'all on that little thing, trying to get every little avenue. Now I feel like that's what it's, and because it's now a pushing thing. And now you said the run thing, I ain't doing no damn marathon. I'm gonna pick up my running more and stuff like that. It's just, I feel like with the team and the right people around me right now, I feel like it's just growing in a sense of, if I start to get uncomfortable, they're gonna understand like, oh, he's getting more locked in each and other day because they see the progressions and whatnot. And then it'd be when it really gets to that time, it's fully go. So I feel that kind of like a semi story to it, like that when we really got into this, which we started in the Word of the Week, some of that stuff, like it pushed mine up there too because it's like, okay, I know for a fact I got the platform of Dear Radio. Beautiful platform, man. Y'all need to subscribe and everything. I'm telling y'all, stuff been going crazy. We haven't stopped. That's your show.
Should have talked about this because that's a whole different tangent.
Yeah,
like,
let's do a go on tangent when we have the full team.
Yeah,
Though. You know, we don't go too much. Like we haven't stopped with this, so like I said, I can go. Like you said, I got many stories. But to answer your initial question about the Twitching, the YouTubing, do it for a couple years, stop. Do it for a couple years, stop.
Mhm.
But when you have something on the ticker and growing with you, it's all go. And that's what this is for me. And that's what kind of goes back to the whole thing we were talking about, the comfort first growth. I'm not comfortable. I'm uncomfortable. And I feel like that's the reason why I'm trying to grow each and every day. I feel like when you said the question addicted, I'm addicted to the game. I know y'all seen dang, what is that movie? Oh my God. I think it's I don't know if it's Boys in the Hood. If it's not Boys in the Hood, I apologize, audience. But when he's sitting there, he got shut up and whatnot. He was like, "See me, I love the game." Do you remember that part?
Yeah.
And that I feel like that kind of goes in with all of it together, like, and that's growth. First comfort right there. He could have been comfortable sitting in that little hospital bed, bro, like laid back, take all his rooms, been doing nothing. But now he set up and said, "Nah, I love the game, no matter what." So I feel like that goes hand in hand with everything we talked about today.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting world we live in, right?
Very evil too.
Yeah,
Evil world.
It depends how you want to look at it.
Different day.
At the end of the day, this may be the last time on the show publicly that I'm finna give out advice. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm gonna let my guys put if they want to, throw their 2 cents on about, growth in people's lives and stuff like that. Like, be my guest, because that's what we're here to do. But if you're looking for me to motivate you, it's just not gonna happen. At the end of the day, so
it gives you one.
I give you one. You know what I'm saying? Listen to this as many times as you need to. I hope it's fruitful. I hope you get something out of it. But at the end of the day, I'm not finna be out here just trying to motivate people that like it for the week and then they don't want to do nothing next week. So if you really want to be great, go be great. And that's my one time saying, go be great. If nobody's ever told you to be great,
man,
go be great. This is my first and last time with a smile on my face.
Hey.
I hope you go be successful. Good luck with your endeavors. and have a beautiful life. Learn about yourself, and that's all we want to wrap up with. That's all we want to say. And
That's real, man.
I enjoy my life, and I enjoy the challenges that come with it. I enjoy my team, and we're gonna keep doing what we're doing. And one day, y'all gonna see how things have evolved enormously from the work that we continue to put in behind the scenes, showing up for not only ourselves but for the group and for you all as watching it. So it's been very important for us just to continue to push each other and get better every day. I think that's what we're trying to do. That's what we are doing, and it's fun. It's fun being able to
Man.
fun to be able to grow.
Great.
Fun to be able to challenge yourself. It's fun to be able to get new levels, especially with people that you really care for.
Yeah, man. Y'all come in the comments with here, man. Y'all don't necessarily got to talk about that.
Yeah,
Just
for sure.
get us out there, man. Subscribe. We not going nowhere, man. Like I said, he gave y'all one gem. I'm gonna listen to it a couple times, man, because facts is facts, man.
Facts is facts.
Just listen to the words like you and listen to the other people, man. Just listen. Just sit down and actually detox and listen.
Hey, man.
I ain't gonna talk about it too much.
That's it. That's it. You know, another episode of Dear Radio. We've had a heartfelt one tonight.
This was a chill
This
one,
was a
man.
chill one.
Y'all listen to this
You
one,
know,
man.
I think y'all gonna get something really nice out of this, something a little spicy.
Yes.
You know, hopefully we can inspire somebody that wanna, get off the butt and be able to do something impactful. Cause
Yeah, you run the marathon, man. Clutch up to that, everybody.
what's up, man?
That man about to run the man. Come on, learn something every day and do radio, boy.
Stuff out here.
We like that.
We like that. You know, somebody gotta do it. So
Hey,
somebody gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? Why not me?
what you said,
Why
boy?
not me?
What you said, boy? Golly, what you said.
TK, man, shout out your shoulders for it, brother.
You already know, man. Subscribe to the YouTube at TKD2 Gaming. Also, Twitter, never the X, at TKD2 Gaming. Instagram, same way, _ TKD2 Gaming. Like I said, man, go ahead, like us up. Give us a, what y'all feel. Give us some claps for, like the man said, the man doing a marathon. Just put us out there, man. Also, don't hesitate to comment. I see some people on the TikTok be commenting and whatnot, retweeting us. You don't bite, man. Y'all might say something in there. Like, you know what? You pull it up, like, hey, so and so said this, and y'all might get a feature on the show, man. So, come on, man. And shout out to my boys too, Dear Siege and Dear LeBranc. Couldn't be here, but shout out them boys. I don't got nothing mean to say this time, but next time I might.
Y'all wild, man. Y'all wild. Make sure you follow those guys. Dear Siege, all platforms. I would get into the spiel, but that's his spiel, so I'm not gonna, it ain't gonna sound good coming from me anyway.
Yeah, nah, you can't let him do it.
Let him do it. Follow LeBranson everywhere on socials and LeBranson.gaming for his gaming channel. Those guys are doing great. So shout outs to y'all again. And follow me at Dear Michael on all platforms. I'm cooking up right now. I'm just letting everybody know.
Yeah.
Cooking up.
I ain't got that enough.
We're cooking up. We're doing some video shoots. We're doing some commercials. We're doing things. We're getting everything ready, wrapped up for a drop coming soon. I want to say by end of month. If it has to be September, we'll figure it out. Got the team that's locked in with me. So we got some things going on, and I can't wait to get that out for you all. That's been waiting for the fashion side of things from me for a very long time. And this has been an evolution of me just grinding and being meticulous about how I want to present it. So I never gave up on it. I just kind of readjusted, fine-tuned some things. We're at a point where it's time. So we're getting everything rocking and rolling.
I don't know what y'all got yourself into, man.
Yeah,
hey,
we're
man,
doing-
subscribe and like it up.
And make sure you follow Dear Radio Show at all platforms. Continue to like, comment, subscribe, like he said. Make sure you are in tune with what we're doing. You might, you say the right thing. You might be the next person on the show. We'd love to have you. Let me extend my hand and my invitation to you. We'd love to have you. Everybody have a fantastic night, a great night. We appreciate you for another episode of listening to us and walking into our world with us. So without further ado, it's another episode of Dear Radio. We love you. Peace.